right, how is everybody? Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, how are you guys? How is everybody? Is my sound good? Hope everybody is good. Hope everybody is having a good day. So, this is not going to be a long one, but I was like, you know what? I was going to go on last night, and then I'm like, my lives are always so late. And Chad was like, why don't you do one in the morning, like when you're having your coffee? So, I was like, you know what? We'll try it. We'll see how it goes. How are you guys? Hope you're all good. All right, so there's a few things I would like to talk about. Hey, Kim. All right, so you guys can hear me, right? My sound's all good because I'm not usually where I am when I do my lives. I just want to make sure everything's good. Dang, it's 2 a.m. there. That's. Whew. Nope, that's too late for me. Hey, everybody. Okay. So I'm sure a lot of you saw. Hey. Hey, Phantasmic Ether. So I'm sure a lot of you saw the post I was putting out yesterday, but I know not everybody gets to see posts. So there's a few things we need to talk about. All right, first thing. Can we talk about Lindsey and selling this stuff on Etsy? Can we talk about first what it says? I don't know why that does that thing. Okay. So for those of you that have not seen it, this used to be just Lindsey Neiman's page. And then she changed it to Cottlewampel and Awe. This is her name now. And this is what she wrote on her page as she is selling items. Now, let's just go over this for a second, okay? It says, curiosity may have killed the cat, but it makes for an interesting life. Curiosity may have killed the cat. I mean, honestly, when I first read this, I'm like, are you trying to tell us something here? Are you trying to tell us that, you know what I'm saying, that maybe Kiely learned or saw or figured out something that she was not supposed to and it got her killed? Or are you just trying to be funny and, put this out there? Because you gotta wonder, really, like, what are you really saying here? Like, I cannot stand this woman, first of all. So let's just read some of what it says. Profanity, because suffering sucks. Immediately after our family suffered a tragic loss, we were surrounded by friends and family offering love and support. And while the tranquility candle smelled good and we felt loved, the word tranquility fell flat. When most words fail, profanity rushes to the rescue, because sometimes you just gotta admit this is fucked, or bullshit, or maybe you're feeling a little meh. There are plenty of products reminding you why life is beautiful, but sometimes it is not. Let's embrace all the feelings and give our shittiest times a little honor in letting them be. Fuck that shit. We currently have a few products offered on our Etsy site. We'll be adding more products in the next couple of weeks. Now, let's just look at some of her stuff, shall we, you guys? What the hell? Yeah. So she, when I saw this yesterday, you guys, I could not freaking believe it. Ah, Gloria. Yeah, well, thank you for listening to me at work. Okay, so let me go back to this. Let's just look at some of the stuff she's got on there, shall we, you guys? Alright, so here's this. It says, fuck this shit, because sometimes positive affirmations are just bullshit. Chucky, California. She's made 3 sales so far. But she's got candles that say, F this shit. She's got, this is bullshit t-shirts, be kind hoodies. You know what? She needs to get a hoodie that says, when my daughter was killed, I believed silence was honor. You know? Or some shit like that. Sell something that says that, Lindsey. They have like wrapping paper for gifts. Oh, damn it, you guys. Do you see right here where it says Lindsey Neiman, owner of this Etsy shop? Now, I was not aware before that she sold things on Etsy, and I don't think she did before. Now, listen. I believe that obviously she is hard up for cash, right? I believe that. That would make sense to me. Hard up for money. So she would have to open this shop. But are you going to, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm different than a lot of people, but I feel like a lot of you guys in the chat are the same way. Like, you just wouldn't do something like that. It's like, make it. I don't even know how I want to say it. Let's look at some more pictures. All right, Lindsey Neiman. Living in the backcountry, taking photos, and planning the next adventure. I don't know why that shit does that, you guys. I'm sorry. That drives me crazy. But yeah, so she's selling stuff and basically, trying to make as much money as she can off of things by putting cool little, well, what she thinks is cool, should I say. Cool little things, little sayings on there. There's something wrong with that woman. Oh, shit. There, is that better for volume? Well, 3 people have. She's already made 3 sales, so 3 people have bought from her, which is crazy to me. I know, I'm drinking my coffee, I'm with you guys. I like this in the morning, but I'm more of a late person, honestly, you guys. I'm up late, but, it's not really there's some weird people on, like, insomnia hour and shit in hours of the night, so I'd rather be, like, right here. No, I have allergies, and in the morning, they're really bad. I don't know why. So, that's what it is. You guys want to hear some other crazy shit that 80K Lassie actually is the one that sent this to me. Let's see this. You guys are gonna be like, what in the hell? Well, at least I did when I seen it. Okay. Camp Cottywomple. This is Lindsey Neiman's camp. And this was April 15th, 2019, is when they started Camp Cottywomple LLC, right? It says, after many years of teaching through the local schools, Angeli Marie Carroll and Lindsey Neiman are excited to offer a summer camp for kids and adults in Coldstream Canyon. Schedules will vary depending on age range, but we'll be offering an introduction to our natural world and guidance in finding your own place in our forest. Participants can expect morning and afternoon bike rides, hands-on exploration of the natural world, and expression through art and music. Okay. Now, tell me what you guys think. Is this Lindsey right here? And this right here, guys, is Kiely. So, how old is this picture? Because this can't be 2019. She's way too young. So, this must be like, and Lindsey looks way different. So, this must be like an older picture that they just used for this camp, which I don't know. I mean, listen, these people should have nothing to do with children. Nobody should send their children to this person's camp. And I know it could be just not for nothing, but look at this kid's shirt over here. It's got the devil on the front of it. Now, I know it could just be a shirt. Sometimes a shirt is just a shirt, right? Is that what some of you want to say to me? Christy, sometimes a shirt is just a shirt. But sometimes it's not. That's all I'm saying. So I like to point things out like that. But this is it, and I don't get why she's hiding over here like this, like behind this thing. You know, it kind of reminds me of like the Blair Witch setup, which is freaking weird all in itself. But this was started in 2019, so I'm assuming that maybe they didn't do it in 2020 or 2021 because of, you know, the big cough. But that I'm assuming, what are they going to pick back up this year, or did they pick back up this summer? You know what I mean? Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, that shit should be shut down. What do you guys think? Yeah, exactly. In this case, nothing is ever what it seems. So a shirt is never just a shirt. Exactly. Yeah, but I'll be like, people think I'm crazy sometimes because I've learned in life, like, I had a real hard life, right, growing up. And then as I got older, I had kids. I started to learn about the real world. And Chad actually got me into, like, I don't want to say conspiracies because I hate that word, but looking into shit like that. And you know what, though? Once you realize how really evil and corrupt the people in the world are, honestly, you'd think it would make life harder, but it doesn't, because you kind of like know what to look out for. You know what to expect. When people do weird shit, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. It makes sense now. So I thought that was pretty interesting about that camp, you guys. But what do you think of the picture? Yeah, that's the thing. Once you have eyes to see, you cannot unsee. Straight jackets. That's what they need, right? Yes, Mrs. Kelly, that is true. If it wasn't for Chad, I would have never started looking into things, and I definitely wouldn't have ended up here where I'm at on true crime, you know? Okay, so I want to know what you guys thought of the picture, because clearly, right? Clearly, let me pull the picture back up. Actually, I have another one, don't I? Yep. Okay, so here's one with it farther out. It's probably going to shut off. It seems to like to do that to me, you guys. But this is not, this is clearly not Kiely 3 years ago. She's way too young, way too little. But this does look like Lindsey a few years ago. So I'm super confused on this picture. And why is this girl, Kiely, what looks to be Kiely, hiding back here? And all these other kids, it makes you wonder, seriously. Like, especially since we know of Lindsey doing like these retreats at the lodge where she was having these kids with these goddess of knowledge cards and all of that bullshit. She's got these kids into this. Like, it's almost like a thing. Like, parents put their kids in these programs. These programs do what they do, brainwash these kids into this type of lifestyle or whatever. And then, you know, that's just what they have. It's like, you know, it's like teaching them when they're young and instilling this lifestyle in them, and then sending them out into the world to spread the Truckee way, to live life like there are no consequences, like you can do whatever the hell you want and walk the hell away. Now, I saw that J-Rod put out a post saying that arrests were coming in this case, and that people... Hold on a second, you guys. Ugh, give me just a second, because I don't want somebody just showing up here in the middle of this. Hold on. Hello. Hey. No, I'm in the middle of doing my live right now. Okay. Okay. All right, bye. Okay, sorry about that. See what happens to me, you guys? Now I forgot what the hell I was talking to you about. I know, that's so weird. You know, and this is what I was trying to say in my other video that I made, the real quick video I made. Okay, now going through the Lost Trail Lodge's Facebook page, right? I went all the way back to the very, very, very first post they posted, okay? And I went up all the way. So, I found, you guys, and I'm not, don't quote me on this number, but I'm going to say it's around this number. I found maybe, I don't know, maybe five or six pictures of Kiely throughout the years in this Facebook page. Now, I know that somebody said, Lindsey said that she didn't like to put her kids on social media, which, okay, that's fine, whatever, right? I get that. I do. Trust me. Living in today's world, I understand that. But she had a bunch of pictures of the little boy. She had a bunch of pictures of everything else. People who'd stay at the lodge, the family dog, like all of this stuff. And Kiely always seemed to be the least important, right? So like if you take everything we have so far, and you take, let's throw this picture in there where Kiely is like being like blacked out by this bush, right? And then you take the just the lack of caring that Lindsey had for this child. I don't give a crap what anybody says. I don't have to know her. I don't have to know her routine. I don't have to see them together to get the gist of it, right? We don't have to do that. We're not stupid. We can clearly see that there is an emotional blockage, shall we say, between Lindsey and Kiely. That is clear as day. From day one, I was like, this mother has like no emotional connection to her daughter. Which listen, I've been through some shit with my mom. My mom was not the best mom. She was like never in my life. She was in and out, blah, blah, blah. But it's different though, right? Because I still knew that she cared. She just had a lot of problems and issues. But I think if I ended up dead after attending a party with some people, that I can assure you that my mother would have acted completely different than Lindsey. Which we all know, right? So I just think psychologically, like, we have to look at different things when we're looking at this case, right? We have to think about different things. Now, after Kiely's passing, Lindsey just moved on so fast. She moved on so fast. She was ready to start her next phase of life. She was ready for some new adventures, basically. She was so quick to just push her daughter aside and keep on living life. Same with everyone in that area. Now, when I was talking about in my video going to Cha Fine Teas of Truckee, I went to their Facebook page. And I did this, oh God, this was, I don't even know, like right, I'd say the beginning of September maybe is when it was. Maybe it was the end of August, but I think it was the beginning of September when I first went through their Facebook page. And it's so weird because there's pictures of customers, there's pictures of all the employees, they have like holiday pictures, they have just, I went through the whole entire thing, just a bunch of pictures. Not one of Kiely. Now, I don't care. That is freaking strange, right? That is so odd that you have pictures of everybody else that works there. You have pictures of all, like, customers just at random times. You have all these holiday pictures, but not one of Kiely. Now, that is weird. That is saying something to me. That is like the whole town saying, okay, Kiely's gone. It was, it is what it is. Now we're all just going to forget her and move on with our life. Like, all right, that chapter's closed. Now let's move on and not dwell on that. Like, they don't even keep her pictures on there, which is bizarre. And I know somebody was like, well, maybe Lindsey flipped out and didn't want her daughter's pictures on there and made them delete them. I don't think so, but I could be wrong on that. But I don't think that is the problem, because Lindsey honestly doesn't seem to care that much about her child. Now, I for one, especially now, I for one would never send my child to this woman for anything. But I wonder, you guys, if being in this community, if being in this, this community, if this is Lindsey's job in this community, is to take the children and teach, like, instill in them this weird shit. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh. Daria Damaschio. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. That is awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much like that is what I meant. I mean, it's so bizarre if you think about it, isn't it? So not only taking this picture, but you know what? Let's do a little comparison for a second, shall we, you guys? You know, I'm curious to know who this dude is over here behind the tree. Who this person is. I wonder if that's Tony, because you can see an arm sticking out and they're holding like a big like stick, like walking stick. At least that's what it looks like to me. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But this girl looks familiar to me for some reason. Does she to you guys? And if this is an older picture, you guys, could this be somebody that we know right here? Could be. Just a possibility. I just think it's bizarre how Kiely is standing over here like this behind this like bush thing. I don't know. I think that's weird. But taking in, hold on, let me pull this up. Taking into consideration this picture, and this is what they do. See this little girl right here? She looks like the same little girl, but a little bit older in that other picture. I'll go back and show you. But I always wondered who these other girls were in this picture. And I could never, you know, who the hell knows, right? But anyway, that could be Lindsey's position inside this community. Could be to take these kids and do this ritualistic shit with them. Like, do these rituals, get them into these cards, get them into this lifestyle, you know, get them into all this weird, dark stuff. And that's just how, you know, that's how I see it anyway. You know, everybody looks at stuff like this different, but it would make sense to me because, like Megan said, it's ingrained in their DNA. You know, they grow up with this shit. Exactly. What if that's part of Lindsey's deal in this whole thing? Is she takes the girls, she puts them through this programming. You know, what do you guys think? I think that that's a total possibility. And I think that would make total sense as to why all these kids are so tight and nobody wants to say a damn word. Like, yesterday was a wicked bad day for me. I was so upset. Not upset, sad. Like, I was pissed off all day. Because, first of all, you got these idiots in Truckee that won't talk. As soon as I mentioned Kiely's name, they hung up the phone on me. Like, A, how rude is that? And B, if there's nothing to hide and it was an accident, then open your damn mouth. Right? But it really pisses me off that, listen, Kiely was a part of this community. Whether you assholes want to accept it or not. She was. And now she's dead. But not one jerk off from that town can step forward and say anything for her. That is not okay. That is unacceptable. Right? And like, how sad is it that she doesn't have one person that could step forward and talk? And I'm trying to get a hold of everybody I can. I'd love to talk to the father. I would love to. I don't know how to get a hold of him. I can't find his information anywhere. It's crazy. But I'm saying though, you guys, with her doing these retreats and then they have a camp, that's fucking sketchy. And what are they doing in these programs, right? I mean, because this clearly is a program. This is clearly some kind of ritual that these kids go through. And, you know, it's put on by Lindsey. So, what are you guys thinking? Am I way off base here? Do you guys know that I still had people yesterday leaving comments on my video, and they're like, it was a tragic accident. Will you please leave this alone? You know, I have no patience for anybody that can have that theory right now. I have zero, I don't have anything to say to you. I'm like, you might as well turn around. You're on the wrong page because you're barking up the wrong tree. That shit ain't going to get anywhere with me. Now, listen, I understand that people may. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about you Backtube Jeff's video, right? Talking about people being in fear for their life, the cartel, and all of that. Now, that very well could be. That very well could be, but there are people out there that couldn't live with blood money, right? That couldn't live with the fact that they are letting this go. There's just, I mean, everybody in that town can't be evil, and everybody in that town can't be bad. So there are some good ones in there. Even anonymously, though, if I could just get one person to reach out to me that legit knew Kiely, that legit knows what the hell is going on, then that would be different. But when you don't have one, that tells you not that this was an accident and, you know, people just want to move on. Not that they're afraid. This tells you that it's literally like a thing to them. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I want to explain this. What the hell? Hold on a second, you guys. There's a car in my driveway. Hold on a minute. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. They must have been turning around. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't say fear to me, just because even if you had somebody, or I mean, a whole town that was afraid, right? There would still be somebody that cared about her enough to say, listen, here's what I know. Do not use my name. Do not any of this. I want to stay anonymous and just tell me what you know. There would be somebody like that. Somebody would always come out and speak for this person, right? Somebody would always come out and speak against the corruption, even if they did it anonymously. When you have people that literally, as soon as they hear her name, they hang up the phone on you, I don't know what that is. That is so strange to me. I know, I'm going to flip out. If one more person comes to my channel and leaves a comment like, she was drunk, this was an accident, like, get off it already. Like, I just want to, like, you know, smack that person upside the head, because it's like, hello, wake up, open your eyes. This was no accident. I found a lot of weird shit yesterday. I know. People want to ask me that. Oh, yeah. Susan, thank you. I wanted to talk to you guys about that. I was waiting. Now, I have seen the behavioral panel a few times. I watched them. I can't remember whose case, but I watched them a couple of times. And I've been waiting for them to do Sammy. I'm like, when are they going to do Sammy? When are they going to touch this case? So I finally see that they did it yesterday. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I shared it on my page. And then I went over and watched it, and I got 5 minutes in. And I went, nope. I went back to YouTube. I deleted that post. And I was like, nope, not doing it. I went back over there, and I watched maybe 1 more minute of it. And right off the bat, these guys were like, well, we know Sammy didn't kill her, so we know she's not a killer. And I'm going, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, why are they saying that? I'm like, they have no idea what happened. Obviously, they're not up to date on this case because, like I said, I probably watched 5-6 minutes of it, and you got these people saying that Sammy is not lying, that Sammy is acting totally normal. And I'm like, okay. I go, hold up. I got to see what other people are saying in their comments, right? It's people that have watched it. Because I'm like, I'm not sitting through listening to somebody for an hour defend Samantha. I'm just not doing it. So I go through, I read some of the comments, and I come upon Melissa's comment, who's one of my members. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yep, this is how the whole episode's gonna go. I go, nope. So I went up top, commented. I'm like, you guys don't know squat about this case, do you? Because if you did, you'd know that what you're saying is wrong. And I go, what the hell did I say? I go, I don't know if this is how you always are, but to me, it seems like you're just going along with what they want you to say. Yes. Carol, the PayPal, I don't know if any of my, I haven't seen one. I don't know if any of my mods are in here. But if you go to the description in this video, my PayPal link is in there. That would be awesome of you. Yeah, I would appreciate that. Actually, I can, damn, I don't have any mods in here, do I? Oh, shit. Any one of you want to be interested in being one of my mods? Because I don't have any in here. Phantasmic Ether. Oh, Lassie's here. Hey, Lassie, we were just talking about the things you sent me. Well, anyway, the point I was getting to with that was I'll never watch them people again. And then other people were like, oh, they got Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie wrong. They got Don Wells wrong. So I think they just go with, like, what they're told to say, honestly. Ugh, Kim said she's got to go to work. That sucks. I know. I know. Well, thank you for being here, though. Well, you could be.
Grandma?
What?
Grandma?
No? Oh, no. Somebody else. Okay, so real quick, let me go back to what I was saying about, I know I'm all over the place. Sorry, you guys. But there was so much I wanted to say. But about J-Rod saying that there was going to be arrests. Now, I would love to, I hope there is. I hope that's correct. But I have not heard anything about that. So, I'm not sure, but, yeah. I mean, I wish that were true. I hope that's true. And I hope we finally get justice for Kiely. Thank you, Lassie. But again, I cannot confirm that because I have not heard that except from J-Rod, and then I see 22 Cents did a video on it. So I hope that that's true. But like I said, I don't know. Okay, so then let's get into, let me find this other thing. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, now have any of y'all ever heard the name Branson Bartleby before? Before I read that, I want to know if any of you have heard that name, because I have never heard that name come up in this case. Okay, Phantasmic Ether, that's fine. Branson Bartleby. Anybody heard that name come up in this case before? Oh, there better be more than one arrest made. There better be lots of arrests made. And you know what? Not for nothing, but her mother should be one of them. Because she let her daughter knowingly go to a party where there was going to be drugs and alcohol. She knowingly let her daughter go. Yeah, you guys, I haven't either. She knowingly let her daughter go and take the car. Listen, I've said I'm almost so sick. Oh, Mrs. Kelly, okay. But I'm almost so sick. Like Lindsey, literally, when I think about her, it literally like makes me sick to my stomach. Like it does. I don't feel good because I have nothing. No, I have zero empathy. I have zero compassion. I have zero anything towards that woman. And knowing how she treated her daughter and knowing what she's done, it just makes me sick. United One, I don't know, but I know that there's a lot of talk about that, Kate, about that guy. And I also know that, do you know that the Milneys no longer own that towing service? It's actually owned by somebody else. Somebody bought it and they just kept the name. Yes, Melanie, me too. The first person I thought of when I saw that kid in the front of that picture was Jagger. I'm not going to lie. That's the first thing I thought. And I go, well, I'm not going to say that because I don't know if that's true. But that's who it looks like to me. Yeah, in one of Kiely's sessions that people have done online, I saw that one of them said that she was worried for, her little brother. Not for nothing. I know a lot of people don't believe in that. But it said she was worried for her little brother. Because if they've done that to her, and if they did do it because she knew something she shouldn't have known, I mean, it's crazy, you guys. This is fucking nuts. Now, listen, I want to ask you guys something, honestly, while I've got you all in here. And if you're not in here and you're watching this later on, please let me know what you think in the comments below. Now, oh, thank you, Carol. Yeah, I would appreciate it. Anytime, just the link's there. You can drop it up or go in there and do that. Yes, Gregory, that's true. He said the Milneys may not own it, but they could certainly get anything done that they wanted through the new owners. That's why I'm telling you. He's like, you can't fight the system. He's like, your little voice, your little self. He's like, listen, you can't go up against a system. You can't go up against the Truckee way. You're not going to win. And, I said, but I feel like this pull, like I have to stay, like I have to do this and try to like bring awareness and try to like defend this child because her freaking own mother wouldn't do that. And, he's like, listen, he's like, you need to focus on, your channel, our channel. You need to focus on, he's like, there's other cases that you could be helping out with. He's like, I think you're good at this, But there's other kids whose families do want help that aren't getting the help that they need. You know, which I understand. I get it. I get it. It's just very hard for me to walk away from something knowing that it was such bullshit. You know, that's the only thing for me. It's like I have a very hard time letting things go. But I do want to grow. I do want to continue to grow the channel, and I do want to, but I don't want, you know, I feel like you guys have given me so much love and support in this case, that I don't want to like let you guys down. Like, I don't want to feel like, well, I'm just walking away from it, because I'm not. So, I mean, there are other cases that I would like to touch on, but I never, you know, I will always come back to Kiely's case unless we get justice for her, right? Because I know there's a lot of other kids that need voices out there. I get that. But I just want to know what your guys' thoughts were on that. I know there's people been asking me to look into the Sean Doherty case. People have been looking at me to look into the Quentin case, and then people have been asking me to look into this other case. But I would like to look into this case of this baby. Okay, so I just wanted to get your guys' take on that. These. All right, so let's go for it. But somebody had who sent this to me? I'm sorry, I can't remember everything. Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Somebody's at my door. Oh, you gotta open the door and let him in. Oh, he can open the door.
Bobo! You're a pain in my butt. Come here. What part of get back out there do you not understand? Come on! Bobo, I didn't get you on purpose. You knocked me off my feet already. Got a truck, walked up to the steps, and he come flying down, knocked my legs right out from under.
Oh.
Hi, Savannah. Hi, fella. Wow. What are you doing, huh?
Gotta be quiet. I'm on a live right now. Yeah. Yep. Okay, you guys. So, let's get into this real quick. Oh, Carol, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so somebody sent this to me. I'm really sorry. I cannot remember who sent this to me, you guys. Okay, so I just wanted to see what you guys' thoughts were on this. At Real Justice, I want to know what Branson and Alicia were doing there. They both were soaking wet. Who is Branson and Alicia? And how do you know they were wet? Branson Bartleby, he's all kinds of sus. Branson is friends with that guy Nick, tow truck driver. They were both at Prosser Friday night. Branson is Alicia's PIMP. Alicia is Celicia Singh's sister. They run, and then I didn't get the rest of that. D-Rock and my man were hitting dabs by the sanctuary after midnight when he saw Alicia and Branson walking back to a blue van. Both were soaked. Now, honest opinion, this is just a diversion. honest opinion, again, it's somebody trying to take the heat off of the people that we know, that we think we know, are guilty. But I just want to know if any of you have ever heard that Branson name before, because I've never heard of this person. So that kind of shit sketches me out, because when the heat is really coming down on these teens and we just won't let it go, you know, they keep throwing these diversions at us, and that's what I believe that this is. But I wanted to get your guys' thoughts. See, Morning Dove, and that's the thing that I said in the first place. That's the thing that I say, is because if people get away with this, yes, Lassie, thank you. If people get away with this, then what's them to stop this from doing it again to the next girl? What's to stop them? If people don't stand up and fight against it, then it's definitely going to happen again. Oh, shit. Was he loose? I can't. Why? What's up?
Because he's gonna make a lot of noise because he just got inside.
Oh. My dog just came inside. Yeah, and I feel like, you know, honestly, you guys, and I've said this before, like, what really goes on at the lodge? Honestly, because like I've said, I've talked to locals, and one guy was like, listen, anybody can't just go there. They're like, that's mostly for private parties, which tells me money, 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 right? But what really goes on there? Because it's a weird place. Is that, and not for nothing, but they do have a helicopter pad there, right? Which we've learned. Do you know how people go to, now I might lose some of you on this, but I promise I'm not like a nut. You know how people go, elites go to like Bohemian Grove and they have rituals and shit like that? Like, how do we know it's not, exactly, how do we know it's not the same thing at the Lost Trail Lodge? The Lost Trail Lodge could be a place for people like that, where they can go do rituals, like a ceremonial thing, like a sanctuary thing. Yes, exactly, like cult activity. So, not for nothing, but that would make a lot of sense to me. What? My shit's dying.